The President member to the Judicial Service Commission is attacked with a sharp object. Earlier this morning, JSC member Aishat Velazini was attacked near Iskandar School and was rushed to hospital. Strong condemnations have flowed in since this morning, with the Judicial Service Commission calling this act an act against the justice system of the country.
Velazini was attacked early this morning by a motorist while she was in front of the Fariwa store on Chandanimago. Police has been investigating the case but has not made any arrests yet. In a press conference held this afternoon, Mohammed Abdullah, President of the Judicial Service Commission (JSC), said this was an act against the whole justice system of the country and strong action need to be taken against the criminal. Dr. Afrashim Ali, Vice President of the Commission, said no one should be discriminated because of their thought of school or beliefs, and especially no one should be attacked due to their differences. Afrashim called to bring the criminals to justice and give them the harshest of punishment the penal code gives. Velazini was rushed to IGMH hospital following her attack, where President Mohammad Nasheed visited her. Speaking to the press at IGM Hospital, President Nasheed said this was a very cowardly act and the government would not tolerate such actions. President Mohammad Nasheed said Velazini was a very courageous person and such acts will not hinder her duties and spirit, and reaffirmed her commitment to uphold justice in the country. She was treated at IGM Hospital and was released an hour later. IGM Hospital informed that she did not sustain serious injuries but had wounds from a sharp object in 3 places of her body.
At today's cabinet meeting, members also condemned today's attack on Aishat Velazini, the presidential member of the Judicial Service Commission. Criticizing the attack on Velazini, members of the cabinet called for a full investigation of the attack and to bring those behind the attack to justice. They also highlighted on the importance of a special operation by police to make Male safer for everyone. Speaking at the cabinet meeting, President condemned the attack on Velazini. He said the government did not condone such attacks and would take necessary measures to ensure such incidents did not occur. At today's meeting, members of the cabinet also discussed on the implementation of the national budget for 2011 passed by the People's Majlis and formed a cabinet committee to provide information on implementing the budget programs. Police say underage children were involved in the distributed denial of service attacks on Dirago. Last evening, police arrested 4 people in connection to the attacks, out of which 3 were underage. There were 2 16-year-olds and a 17-year-old and a 28-year-old. Only the 28-year-old remained in police custody under a court order to investigate it more. Police say the suspects were arrested in Male and in Addo, where the equipment were carrying out the attack at the time of arrest. Chief Inspector of Police Mohammed Jamshed said the Maldives Police Service is identified the attackers with the help of the Interpol's Hijack Crime Center. Under a search warrant, the police searched 3 suspected premises, one in Maradu Fedu, one in Fedu and one in Male. Police say this was an attack by a network of hackers and said no evidence of international involvement has yet been uncovered. A group known as MV Leaks on social networking site Facebook and its sister page on Maldivian D-Dots on Twitter claimed responsibility for the attacks on Friday. These pages said they were wishing Dirago a Happy New Year in a brand new style and demanded faster services at lower prices and threatened to continue the attacks until their demands were met. Both these pages have a total of 346 followers. Dirago said they always received such attacks, but this was an attack carried on a very large scale. President Mohammad Nasheed arrives in Gan on a tour of Addo Atoll and Formula and some islands of Fuad Atoll. As part of the visit, the President will this evening inaugurate a workshop on Hitherto on implementation of the budget programs. Tomorrow he will launch a sewerage and harbour projects in Hulumidu and water and sewerage projects in Maradu Fedu. The President will also lay the foundation stone of Addo Convention Centre and open the SARC unit. In addition, he will inaugurate services of Hitherto water and sewerage systems and launch the construction of Hitherto's main road. During the President's visit to the islands, he will meet the people of the islands and outline the government's development programs for the islands. The Elections Commission revokes the name of 3 candidates who are running for the local council elections. The Commission stated that they are still verifying the candidacy of all candidates and found that these 3 candidates did not meet the requirements to run. So far, the Commission has revoked the candidacy of 11 candidates. The local council election is the largest election in the country will host in its history. The election is set to take place on the 5th of February. Police say maintaining the security of IGM Hospital is part of their strategic action plan. Yesterday, the police installed a security post at the hospital and say will start a special operation next week. Last week, IGM Hospital informed that they were in discussion with the Maldives Police Service to hand over its security operation due to a rise in the offences inside the hospital premises. Recent incidents of assault against health workers and patients led to IGM Hospital re-evaluate its security force. Police said the internal security of IGM will be maintained by the outsourced private security company and the larger security of the hospital will be run by the police service. Malay Health Corporation, the parent company of IGMH, said they were in talks with the outsourced company to annul its agreement and hand over all security protocols to the police service.